All right, everybody. We're going live here right now. This place. We're going to do Race 2, True Aces Championship League. If you like what you see, come in and run. Try to be respectful, and we'll go from there. Good lineup, man. Great lineup here for the second race. I know we got Matt, a couple other guys that are super fast, and got hands down got to thank True Racers, Sean Schwartzlander, Darren Gallagher, Dylan Smith, all the guys who Jeff Kemp, everyone who puts time into this. Henry the Hammer Jones. Know I'm missing people, but they're going through qualifying now, and then we're going to push in through the feature, and we'll come back at you here in just 2 minutes. Just watching a little bit of qualifying here. Jimmy Gustin sitting on the pole with a 19.53. Michael D. Carter, second. Garrett Boyd, third. Dalton Dewart, fourth. Justin Coleman, fifth. Jeff Kemp, sixth. Scott Ryom, seventh. Cale Smith, Chris Farnall, Jacob Washleger. I hope I didn't hurt that, but that was sweet. Will McNeil. And then I actually have to put some guys in here. Kevin Johnson pulling out second place in qualifying to Matt Sanders, 19.28. They're close. We're talking quarters of a second. Like quarters of a second. 0.25 25 hundredths of a second. And I believe Kevin Johnson and Jimmy Gustin are like right there. Michael D. Carter is a 0.26. Garrett Boyd 0.35. Dalton Dewart, 0.38. Darren Gallagher 0.44. Justin Coleman 0.44. Jeff Kemp 0.46. These guys are close. It is anyone's game. Hope that we can actually have the same that we had the last race. Don't know. We won't know until we do it. So look forward here to Heat 1 coming to you from True Racers Championship Series with the help of a lot of admins and just guys. I can't pay dividends enough for everyone. Dylan Smith, Jeremy Beekner are going to be in the booth with me for this one, and we'll see what happens.
Those are some quick times up there, John.
Yeah, I mean, and then to see those guys putting times in at 0.25. You see Matt starting front row. Gustin is in second. See Darren Gallagher in fourth, starting fourth. So this is going to be a good
Garrett Boyd's rolling off third.
Yes, sir.
Jake Opie's rolling off fifth.
Daniel
Bear, I hope I got that right, is rolling off sixth. Seventh is Cody Kelly. Eighth is Chris Fennell, and rounding out the field is Will McNeil. I
You
hope I didn't
can't.
butcher some of those names too much.
It happens, but you can't.
what are you gonna do?
You can't like these guys are super close on times, so maybe we'll have a little replay of what happened just now. I got to give it to everyone that ran the first race. A lot of guys were nervous, but good lord, it just showed dividends of the respect the guys had. So hopefully we have the same thing through this one. I know a couple guys in the first race took a penalty for wrecking guys, but hey man, that's racing. If you ain't giving 110%, what are you doing? Then Jeremy, you're out there just running laps. And that's not what we want. We want guys pushing hard but clean.
Well, I think the first caution in the first race was actually netcode because Sean and that guy, he kind of had a weird run and kind of brake checked a little bit, and that happens. I mean, like someone got in front of him, he had to check up. It's going to happen. You can't ask for anything more than that first race.
No, that's exactly right, man. Guys are running as hard as they can each and every lap. As Darren Gallagher got into the inside berm and kept it together, so we'll see what happens here. I know Gustin there. He's got Matt Sanders, Garrett Boyd, Jimmy Gustin running right up there. Super clean race in front.
As Darren's making the pass on Jimmy Gustin there for third. That bottom to middle groove is right where you're going to see a lot of these guys trying to run because they know that lower on the track they are early on in the race is where a lot of the grip is.
I'm almost willing to bet a lot of these guys watch first race to kind of see and get an idea of what the track was going to do, although we did generate the weather for both races, so I'm sure it's not exactly the same, but by the looks of things, they're running about the same line as we were.
Matt Sanders taking off to a controlling lead. He's checking out, wanting to make some room between him and the 21, so we'll see what happens here. So far, green.
Love to see that 45 views already on the first one, which just ended, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't thank these guys enough for coming out and viewing it. This is just the first heat race of this feature, so this is exciting. Looking Darren Gallagher right now and Jimmy Gustin. Looks like Gustin's going to try the bottom on Darren Gallagher and see what he's got.
Definitely shaping up to be a great show tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. To see that amount of respect that came into the last race, it's going to be a great show. Still looking at Matt Sanders. We got something going on there.
Oh, looks like somebody broke her. That might have been the end of the race there.
End of the race. Matt Sanders, Garrett Boyd, and I can't remember who was third, but that was
Darren Gallagher.
Man, I thought he blew a motor. He's just like, stop, and I looked down. I was like, oh, the race is over.
It happens so quick. We'll pull
I wish when
up for you guys.
being an admin and being in here how we're watching it, I wish they would show us the flags, how they're getting them. I never seen a white flag.
Yeah, I'd have to pull you in on my screen, but yeah, that's...
No, I just saying that's something that they should think about is how people are broadcasting. They need to start looking at it that way too, as much as the racing.
So as we're sitting here, we're talking about the $100 to win tomorrow. What do you think goes through some of their heads, thinking that there's some money on the line? Do you think they try to keep their nose clean and see if they can be there at the end, or do you think they try to send it all out early on in the race and try to get to the front as quick as possible?
Combination of both. You got to be up the front to win it, but you have to have a car to win it too. I mean, these guys are lightning fast, so you gotta give your 100%, but you also got to be on your toes 100%.
And you gotta pick and choose your battles. I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of guys have a really big problem with here in iRacing is to pick and choose your battles. Not calling out any certain person, but I mean, if you're paddling for last, then you need to stop and think about your goals. But if you're battling for second or third, I mean, as long as you're running clean and not wrecking people, hell yeah. Coming out of the corner here should get the green flag. See, oh man, Kevin got a great start. Got a freaking dogfight back there with Jeff Kemp. Jeff's on the bottom. Center in there. Everyone should make the feature without a problem. They're just battling for position in the feature.
You know, that's the biggest thing. I mean, knowing that you qualified for the race is one thing, but having a better start position in the future, that's another thing.
Heck yeah, and Kevin, he's a rocket ship right now.
Another one we got to talk about is Jeff Kemp. Jeff Kemp's making way coming up through there. A little bit of zoom in on him. Trying to work over the 15 car. Super clean race though so far.
I think there can only be one 15 car. I think me and that guy are gonna have to have a few words.
It happens, man. Like, we'll see. I think he's got a little asterisk above the 15, so.
Yeah, there's a couple spotters in here tonight.
Yes, sir. I think he's got a little bit 15 star or something, so he's got something in there.
I think Jeff Kemp's a little faster guy in front of him here. He's just kind of being patient. Maybe not. Going low there. Taking a look under the 15.
Yeah, I think he's got to regain. We still got, 3 laps to go and a big feature, so I don't think anyone's pushing too hard at this point, but I could be wrong.
Look how it's follow the leader on the straightaways, but look here in the corner. I see 4 or 5 different lines, 6 different lines just right there. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. 4 cars coming on strong back here. He's making a good move there under the 85, I believe it is. 15, my bad, 15.
On with the leader, the 32 of Kevin Johnson to Dalton DeWart, Michael, Jeff, Justin, Cale, and Scott rounding out your top 7, and Jacob Walschlager taking 8th in that one. Man, it's going to be a barn burner of a race. They were all fast.
Tell you what, they're fast. Everybody earlier today, before the race even started, was talking about how fast this race was going to be. There's a lot of hot shoes in this race for sure.
We got 2 of them in the house tonight. We got Jeremy Beekner here in the broadcast with me. Thank you, Jeremy. B&B Wraps. If y'all want a wrap for your car, hit them up.
Race car, bumper stickers, maybe just some stupid sticker. Maybe you want a political sign for your front yard saying FJB. Maybe you want anything. If it's vinyl related, I do it.
Then we got Dylan Smith in the house here tonight also. Another in-race reporter / great broadcaster. And what do you think, Dylan? Where's the car going to go? I know you like that top size, huh?
Remember, guys, all flags are
Yeah.
on the leader.
I love running the top here, especially at Knoxville, because I feel like Knoxville is one of the tracks that feels closest to me in my home track in real racing. But I think throughout this feature, I think early on the top might not quite be there yet, but you'll definitely see these guys push the cushion out to the wall, and they'll be running out to the wall, and maybe the bottom will come back in too. It would be nice to see like in that last race there where they were running the bottom, running the top, and having a great battle for the lead. So it all depends on where they run on the track. If they want to run the top and blow the top out to bring the top in later on in the race, I think that'll be a great race later on.
So we got the two of Matt Sanders, the Kevin Johnson outside row, Barrett Boyd inside first row. What do we got? What do you think? You think people are holding back or what?
I think definitely probably in the heat race there, some guys were searching around looking for where they felt like their car handled the best to try to run that line in the future. But maybe the first 15, 20 laps they'll hold back, and then once they find out it's go time, and there's going to be no holding back.
Yeah, I thought they were holding back there. I looked like Jeff and the Ford car were definitely faster than the guys in front of them, and they just kind of fell in line there and weren't pushing the issue, knowing that they all move on here. We got 50 laps, long race.
We're pulled up tight. Here we go. We're going to go green, green, green here coming out of 4. You got Matt and the 02 and the 32. Green, green, green.
I think someone you're going to want to keep an eye on is probably Darren. He's good at keeping his patience underneath him and just waiting for the right opportunities.
Man, the 21 car got a great start there. Pulled to the inside, took second place.
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Was right on that one. He's doing good. Keep her up.
Tight field, a little bit of two wide action going. We got 4th and 5th, 7th and 8th, 11th, 12th, 13th, all battling 3 wide, 2 wide, 3 wide up there. 5th place, it looks like.
Great battle next to the front here for second. Kevin Johnson searched back down. Garrett Boyd, he's trying to get back under him. He don't want Matt to get too far from him.
Oh, caution in the back. I don't know if they got it going. There was some contact back there. Looks like everybody got it straightened out.
Good Lord.
I couldn't hear what that guy said. I'm not sure if he was asking for a caution, but it looks like everybody's moving.
Yeah, everybody looks pretty good right now. Start pulling back through the field.
Starting to send it pretty hard on that top line. It's real easy to get that wall, and then the guy behind you sent it just as hard as you did, and you gather 4 or 5 guys up pretty easily.
Right now we're on Jeff Kemp, Adam Bell, and Gustin fighting for that spot.
Gotta give Darren a little shout out, not Adam.
Yeah, Adam was in the first race.
It's a long night for John. We got to give Monkey a shout out here. He does a great job broadcasting all our races for us. It's actually kind of nice for me and Dylan being here in the booth with you, John. I just want to thank you for all the work you do, man. You do a great job.
I thank you, sir. Got a great battle brewing, man. Darren, Gustin, Jeff Kemp. I mean, they are just stuck together.
Yeah, and to recap what Jeremy said, it's definitely an honor to be sitting in here with John, who's busted his butt over the past 2 seasons, broadcasting all the races and making sure all the viewers get the best race possible.
I
really think here over the last month we've opened some eyes with the work we're doing, trying to make clean races. Where we're holding races, making people prove themselves. We got some good battle going up here. Looks like Darren's looking under Gussin here going into turn 1.
He did the crossover move. We'll see how it pans out.
Jeff Kemp's trying to get his nose dirty in there, too.
Meanwhile, we got
15 car just wants him to make a little mistake so he can get in there and play.
Meanwhile, we got the 32 of Kevin Johnson losing a little bit of ground here. He's still right up there in the top 4, but he seems to be fading off early here.
Looks like Matt Sanders checking out.
Yeah, he's always fast, man. Always fast. Super throttle control. Not worried really too much about anybody. But we'll see tomorrow night's race. He better be worried.
Why don't you jump in the in-car there of our leader? Give everybody a taste of how this guy's getting around here. I'm pretty impressed with how this guy gets it done.
We're in car cam here with Matt Sanders. Lots of mud on the windshield. He's got to get that old tear off there.
He might need to make a button. Look how smooth this is. So I want you to stay a lap here, and then I want you to jump to somebody back in the field fighting real hard. You know, maybe someone in a 3-wide battle. Look how smooth this is on the throttle. Listen to that car.
Looking good, man.
I would listen to it and watch it. Look at how he's keeping that car nice and straight, not letting it get too sideways, trying to keep as much grip on them tires as he can.
He's not coming out of the throttle at all. Listen.
Yeah, he's digging. He's digging her.
Maybe a little bit. Not much.
He starts digging just a little bit and then rips right into it.
I bet that's quarter throttle at the most. Ooh, got the berm a little bit. All right, jump back in the field a little bit. Pick somebody else and just show the difference of how smooth this guy is.
So right now I got in-car camera with Jeff trying to run the top around Gustafson.
And Jeff's a pretty dang smooth driver, so I mean he's doing pretty good also. He's a smooth guy, but still, listen to the difference in the car even.
Yeah, listen to the throttle difference as Jeff's just running the top.
That
He's
little
really
bit
hard
of
on the throttle.
that little bit where he comes out, hear it? That little difference is the 2 seconds on the track that you're seeing right now. That's 5th place to the leader, or 7th place, I'm sorry. Jeff's in 7th place. So, I mean, these guys are cooking. That's a good lap right there by Jeff.
Man, there is battles brewing. 4-car is just hounding down, trying to make way. He's easy on that throttle. In-car camera shows Team 4 Racing, so he's definitely trying to make a good show here.
Yeah, eating up.
As you guys saw, he just come up in front of the 13 car. He's still trying to get by the 14 car. And they are 3 wide, just duking it out.
See,
Looks
now, from what I know from my real life racing with these cars, you want to try to keep a little bit of throttle underneath the pedal, so to keep the torque plates loaded. And what the torque plate is, it connects the rear end to the slider, which is underneath the seat, which ultimately connects the rear end to the car. And the little bit of throttle you get, keeping the torque plates loaded, keeping pressure on them, the more you do that getting in the corner, it'll actually help keep the car loaded and keep grip on it. If you back all the way out of the throttle, it'll actually upset the car and you'll lose a little bit of time doing that. So
14 on the wall.
Jeff Kemp just got the berm a little bit, got loose.
14 was in the wall there, running the outside. Thank you, Dylan, for that information. Always appreciate it. I need a little bit more of that before
Darren
the
is
race
under
starts.
fire right now, trying to hold off 8th place, or 9th place, trying to keep a hold of 8th place.
Yeah, looks like the 15 is starting to get a good run.
Coming up on halfway plus a lap.
Gotta shout out the sponsors here real quick. B&B Wraps, True Racers, Championship Racing League. We couldn't do this without you, Jeremy. Monkey Designs, Schwarzlander Motorsports, Maconi Racing Setups, RS Button Box, and so much more that I'm forgetting.
Oh, I also want to shout out Darren Gallagher Racing, Kevin Johnson Racing, Sean Swartzander Racing, and Adam Bell Racing. They all threw in money. There's actually more money going out and other stuff than the $100 going to the race winner. Darren alone, 5 random spots will get $20 tomorrow night in tomorrow night's race. So, got to thank all them guys also.
And it really shows, man. Guys want to run clean. They want to be fast. And it shows here with leader coming up on lap traffic. He's going to be coming up on the 76 of
Jacob Wolfschlager.
Yep, Wolfschlager. Yep, he's coming up
Show me another race. Well, show me another money race that's as clean as these last 2 races. Yeah, everybody can have one, but this is proof right here. This is the second race. This might even be cleaner than the first one.
I honestly, like, the first one blew my expectations out of the water with guys running where they need to be and picking and choosing. There's no dirty stuff going on here. This is insane. This is just absolutely insane.
Killer race. Uh-oh, the 15's getting a run on Darren on the outside. Looks like Darren's losing 8th place. Still in a transfer spot. Top 13 are moving on.
Yeah, looks like 15 got by Darren. Got by Darren pretty good. Darren keeps just clipping the inside berm just a little bit, but looks good. We'll see what the leaders are doing here. Good Lord.
I didn't hear what Jimmy just said there. I'm going to say 5th place was just making up saying he didn't hear or didn't see somebody. Maybe him and Kevin might have got together.
We'll have to see. No caution as of yet.
They're both still cruising. I think that is 2nd, 3rd, or 3rd and 4th maybe. That is 3rd and 4th, Kevin Johnson and Jimmy Gustin. 32 and 19.
I got a drawback on this field because the leader's got a humongous lead. It'd be only 1 car.
He is gone, boys. Gone. 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds over Garrett Boyd right now. That is insane, Matt. He is maybe the hot shoe for tomorrow. He might be the heavy favorite for tomorrow's race.
Yeah, he's got speed, man. He's picking his P's and Q's. You got Johnson working the bottom and Gustin working the top for 3rd and 4th. So, I mean, we are right there. Let's see here.
Oh, you got a wrecker.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
we got a
wrecker,
caution.
wrecker.
Flipping right in front of the leader. Looked like he just got in too hot on the top side there and just caught the wall and went for a little bit of a ride. But the good thing about virtual racing is he just pushes a button and he's reset.
Yeah, looked like 17 got into the outside wall real hot. He was just... Watch this one here, guys.
Little too hot.
Look, he's really digging, though. Comes across the
He's
start
doing-
finish line.
That's
And-
how fine of a line that is.
ooh.
That's a knife's edge, man. That
Flips it
is just
over.
a knife's edge. Knife's edge.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what happens on the restart here if anybody's got anything for Matt though up there out front.
See, I just worry about these restarts because you give people that, been following somebody and they feel like now's their chance to make their move, and I just hope it stays clean here. I know everybody wants to move on, but, if you're in a transfer spot right now, the smart thing to do is just chill, but it's hard to do that as a driver.
Yeah, the smart thing is to just chill, but these guys want to go for the win.
How
So-
many times
$10 on the line tonight, but there's $100 on the line tomorrow night, plus 5 random spots for $20. Then there's the hard charger. Then there's the lap leader. So I mean, really, the smart move is to get in the race tomorrow.
How many times? And I wanted you to answer this honestly, because we're coming to the green. Dylan, when you're looking at getting into the race, how many times did you drive smart?
In this race or like in real life?
Real life.
Either.
Well, with the that's a hard question to answer. Usually, I kind of just go full send and see if I can make something happen. But I try to keep out of the guys in front of me so I don't wreck them.
Green, green, green.
Both.
Woo!
I'll answer that for you.
Matt
I go
took
just
another,
like I'm.
ooh,
Oh,
Matt
he's running
in the
that
wall.
line.
Woo!
Oh, that was close. Oh, tight battle for 4th right now.
Yeah, Gustin's fast. He's fast. He's right there.
3 wide.
Super good battle.
4 wide for a second. Holy moly. We're firing up here, boys.
I don't know
Jimmy's
that you
run
can,
got stopped.
I don't know that you can muffle what's going on right now. They're trying as hard as they can. 14 to
They
go.
are digging. See, if I start trying to be careful, or I try to back my line off, I'll miss my marks, and I just got to keep doing my thing. I got to push just like I would any other lap. If I back off, and that's what these guys are thinking right now is, hit your marks. Right now it looks like the 21 car is looking under Kevin Johnson in the 32.
He was pushing hard. He fell back. He's back about 3 or 4 car lengths. He's got a good run going, though. Ooh, Kevin in the wall.
Ooh,
Kevin in the wall.
Oh, no, Jeff Kemp and Jimmy Gustin fighting hard, too. Now we're 4 wide here on the front stretch. Darren got the worst end of that.
I think Kevin's just trying to make the show, and at this point, he had a good run.
Darren really got her mixed up there.
Yeah, Kevin
Darren
got the
lost
wall pretty hard.
a ton of spots, still running 8th.
Gotta hope Kevin didn't mess up his car too bad.
Yeah. Still 10 laps to go. We got a spin. Volpe and... Oh no, someone on the outside line just got it too.
Yells out.
There is a quick repair, guys. Don't forget. Dang. That sucks. That Volpe and the blue and white car. I'm not sure on the number on that one, but just hard racing. That outside line's a knife's edge. Looks like Darren really got the worst end of that. I mean, that all stacked up about 3rd, 4th with Kevin Johnson getting loose, and it just kept going back and back and back and back, and there you go. I mean, when these guys are pushing all that hard, that's what happens.
Watch the replay on it now. Woo!
I caught it on my right screen, and
Jacob Volpe barely missed the 14 there.
Oh, did he not hit the guy in the outside lane?
Yeah, Volpe got into the 14. Just barely. 14
The eyes in the
was
sky just put it on Volpe. It's just hard racing, but we're calling everybody. If you cause a caution, you go to the back. I mean, that's nothing against Volpe. That sucks. He was racing good. I think he's got enough time to get back in here. He's got about 9 laps. And he's only got to make up a couple spots, so. We got 1 car 12 laps down, Wolfschiger. He must have pulled off, I'm guessing.
He must have. I don't see him on the track.
Every other car is on the lead lap. 16 cars on the lead lap.
It was hard racing. I don't think I'd put all of it on Volpe, but he come down the corner and just tagged the 14 car, which would be the 8 in iRacing. So we're going green.
On the last lap before the caution. On the last lap before the caution, 7th through 11th was within 0.7 of a second.
You know that's fast racing, boy. All right, we got Matt Sanders, Garrett Boyd, Dalton Duart, and Jeff Kemp. Then you got Kevin Johnson, Jimmy Gustin, Michael Carter, Darren Gallagher, Scott Ryom, rounding out your top 8.
Boy, Jeff snuck up in there, and what a recovery by Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
And Darren. Darren had a
It
real
looks
good
like Matt
recovery there.
might have just caught the wall a little bit.
Gotta watch because there was a big fade with Adam Bell. You wonder how much did Matt Sanders in the 2 car really push his tires? I mean,
Or did they put offset in the car?
You
And their
could.
tires were going away here at the end of the race.
Yeah,
You
a
could
very
because
strong
you can see the 21 and the 2 car are really starting to pressure Sanders there. He wasn't able to pull out the way he was before.
or this goes back to what I was thinking earlier. Maybe those 2 cars were saving a little bit, hoping for a late race caution, and now they're trying to use it to their advantage.
I think it could be that. I mean, because I really think Gunner, when Gunner was in the after race interview, he was super honest and said he was really pushing his car really too hard to keep up with Adam. But then, you know, obviously you're pushing too hard, you got to back up. And he's like, late in the run, I just started finding something. So, got to give him credit for honesty. And, I mean, he won the race, but we have one that is fixing to be a barn burner. We got the top 3. Matt Sanders, Garrett Boyd, and Dalton Duart.
They're all, you
making
can throw a
great
blanket
race.
over them right now. Boy, they after that caution, they're sure sticking with Matt. But I tell you,
Oh,
these
you got a
races,
lap car right in front of him getting contact with the wall.
He's
Uh-oh.
trying. He's trying.
these races have been so clean. We decided to take the top 13 out of both races, not just the top 12. So
Ooh,
that shows how great these races are. We're adding 2 spots.
Matt
to
Sanders, the outside of him.
Oh, no.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Good racing going
Good
on
Lord.
here. Getting by the lap car didn't phase him a bit.
Oh, that lap car looks like it's going to hold up second and third there and give Matt a little breathing room.
Using him as a pick. Using him as a pick. Now we got a battle for second.
I
That we
think we're
do.
coming to
2
the
car
check flag.
looking in. We are coming to the checker.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
Come
lap
on.
car getting in the way here. Kevin Johnson. Oh, no. All right. He's getting there.
And that was a great
Good
race
race.
right down.
Great
man.
race.
Great race.
Great
Jack.
race, everybody. Top 13. You're moving on. You got.
Great race by True Racers. Just watching for guys to join into Discord, but I can't take all the credit. These guys, they're the racers. They make the show. We just put it in front of you guys, and hope you loved it. Winner, Matt Sanders. Second place, Garrett Boyd and Dalton Duart. Front row center. Let's get you all into Discord. So all I'm working through is trying to get Dalton Duart in.
Boyd here, second place finisher. Great run. Please give me a little bit of a rundown there on what you thought about that race.
It's kind of sad that it went one lane for as long as it did. It was great to have a 35 lap green flag run, but I felt like anytime you tried anything different, you'd lose. You just lose time. I was losing tenths trying different lines to Matt and everything, so I just kind of fell in line and followed what he was doing.
Now, that last restart there, did you find that you might have found a little speed somewhere, or do you think maybe Matt might have wore out his tires a little bit? Give me a rundown the last 5-10 laps there, and where you were really kind of catching him, and almost looked like you might have had a challenge for the lead.
Yeah, I changed my entry into 3. I was kind of babying it in, and then I started just driving it in a little bit more. I think a little bit harder than he was. But ultimately it came down to a lap car kind of getting in the way. But it is what it is, and it's racing. But hopefully next time we'll have a little bit better of a ending to it.
So 50 laps, long 50 laps. What was going through your mind the whole race? Were you saving early, or were you really pushing it, trying to get out front?
Really pushing it, honestly. Just try to figure out where I could be faster. I was just kind of watching the relative to see if I was either gaining a tenth or losing a tenth when I was trying things. But a lot of the time it was losing. As you could tell, we were almost up to I think he was 3 seconds ahead before we had that first caution.
Well, personally, I thought it was a great run. You know, coming from me, being a racer myself, watching that, you kept that car straight, you kept it smooth, you hit your marks, and I don't think you could ask for a better race than what you just had.
No, so I've definitely had a lot worse, and I've had a lot of worse good races as well. I mean, it's had a lot of stuff go wrong in the past, and tonight was pretty good.
So as you're locked into tomorrow's feature for $100 to win, what's your mindset trying to get ready for that race? And what do you think goes through your mind thinking that there's $100 on the line at the end of that race if you were crossing the line in first place at the end?
So mindset going in is going to be just to think it's another race. I feel like if you go into it thinking, you could have $100 in your hand at the end of the day, it could be detrimental because you're going to either overdrive the car or make mistakes, larger mistakes. It's really easy to put the car on the wall here. I didn't see it too much. I think the 32 car got in the wall at one point above me. But it's definitely a hazard here as soon as the track kind of shelves off towards the top and it gets super bumpy. So I think you got to stay calm and just think of it as a normal race.
Well, Garrett Boyd, second place run, great job. Give me a shout out on who helped you out, your sponsors, and then I'll let you do you.
I just got to thank Grand Garage, Pay to Win Setups, and all my friends and girlfriend for supporting me through this nonsense.
Garrett Boyd, second place, great run, buddy.
Thank you.
Awesome run, man.
Great job. Congrats.
Great job. Just props to everyone here and you to run with us, bud. We got super respect.
Great job. I don't see second place in the Discord, unfortunately, so it looks like we're going to have to jump right to the leader.
I got it.
You want me to do it, or you want to do it, John? You do it. You do it, bud. All right, I got it. Send them. All right, Matt Sanders, the winner tonight. How you doing? How'd it feel out there?
Pretty good, a little rough, but that's to be expected.
Well, you had a 2.5 second lead on him until that caution come out there. We were talking. You're just a rocket ship. I almost called. Actually did call you the favorite to win tomorrow night.
Oh boy.
Got big shoes to fill. What happened there? Count down the last few laps there. That restart, they were able to stick with you there at the end. It got pretty rough and slick out there, didn't it?
Yeah, I was just trying not to hit the wall. I know I banged it once on entry of 1, which then Garrett got right on my bumper, but I was able to pull him off the corner, and then I don't think he ever gained that space back. I just kind of trying to keep it off the wall.
It looked like the top three kind of checked out there on that last restart, and it was about a car between all of you, and I didn't know what was going to happen there. I seen you get the wall a little bit, and I thought he had a shot at you, but it looked like you had it figured out tonight, and someone would have really had to done something drastic to get by you.
Yeah, when he was on my bumper, I was actually expecting a slider to come, but I guess he didn't feel like he was close enough. So.
Well, he actually said that he said it was follow the leader. If you stuck your nose out and tried to do something different, that you just lost a ton of time. And honestly, I said during the race, the smart thing to do is stay in line and not lose any spots and just transfer tomorrow night. I mean, the money's tomorrow night. So, really it was $10 to win tonight, but tomorrow's $100 to win. And then also there's, 5 random spots get $20, a hard charger reward, lap leader gets $10. So, I mean, really, it would have been dumb to really throw some crazy slider and wreck you both, and then you don't make it tomorrow night. I think he did the smart thing, staying behind you, and, really, it was a great, clean race. Both races went great. I'm glad to see, and, really, I think you are the guy to beat tomorrow night.
Well, thanks.
So let's hope for tomorrow goes good as it did tonight. We're going to have 26 cars on the track tomorrow night, so there'll be a few more cars. So let's good luck in qualifying, and great job tonight. Let's hear them sponsors.
Just GTR race simulators and Logitech.
Well, great job tonight, man. Congratulations, and send me your PayPal so I can get you the $10, and we'll get with you here after the race, bud. Great job. Good luck tomorrow night, man.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. What do you say, John?
Dude, I think we got a hella field coming into tomorrow's night's race. It's insane.
I think Gunnar Swanchera come into the night as the favorite. But in my eyes, I mean, looking at the times, the fields were pretty even. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the weather on this race yet. But I think Matt Sanders pulled away. If it were to go green, I think Matt Sanders has a really good shot at the win tomorrow night. Now, if it's a caution fest, you never know, but I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty darn clean race.
I think it's going to be epic. Like, these guys, Matt Sanders, Garrett Boyd, Dalton Duarte, everyone, Darren Gallagher, everyone.
Adam Bell, dude, he ran great tonight. Kevin, he ran great.
So, to look at 2 races that we just did tonight, with money on the line, I have been in some very crappy races that have
for $5, yeah,
$1. and dude comes out of the pits and takes me out. So yeah. I'm gonna give it everything to Jeremy, Glenn Sharp for shouting out all the time.
Yeah, he puts his work in on Facebook too. He definitely tags us, and I hope all these guys that race this race ends up getting in the league. If we had 30 guys like this, imagine having that race 15 weeks all winter long. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to get all these guys. I'm gonna plead my case tomorrow.
Not to cut you off, Jeremy, but the third place finisher just got in Discord here if you wanted to pull him in for his interview.
Oh, yeah, let's do that real quick. I also want to give a shout out to Jeff Kemp real quick. He also had a really good run. Is that Dalton 2D right here? Jeff, Jeff, I'm sorry. John, can you pull him down? I don't know if I can see him that far. It's on you, John. Your turn, John.
Yeah, I got you. What's going on, man?
How's it going? What do you think about the race, bud?
It was a super clean race, man. Can't ask to race with anybody else like that. Super clean. I didn't really have much for Matt at all, nor Garrett. I mean, we were all super equal in speed. I was trying everything. Towards the end there, I started checking out the slick. Slick was actually pretty fast, and I was hoping once we got to that last lap there, I could pull off a pick and roll with that lap car there, but he got around him, and I didn't want to get into him, so I'm not that type of driver. I just let it happen, and I'm happy with the 3rd place.
So, with like 2 laps to go, you had a great run across the bottom of the 21 car.
Yep.
Like, what goes through your mind coming in the next corner, knowing you had a great run? Like, you pulled to the bottom of him, and he's giving you room. What goes through your mind? Do you worry about, taking him out, or what's working in there?
Yeah, it's not really a desperate move, but like, I mean, if when you're coming to, a couple laps to the checkered flag, you're gonna try everything you can without messing somebody else's race up. But I was looking right. I seen him there. I knew I was drifting up a little bit, and I was trying to take the line away from him, but I didn't want to, get into him. I was trying to mess him up a little bit, kind of pressure him so he kind of goof up a little bit, so I can maybe rip a slider on him. But I wasn't aggressive enough. If I was a little more aggressive, I think I could have pulled it off. But I just didn't want to get too handsy down there in the slick and drift up and cause a whole mess. So I just ran my race and stuck it where I could and just kept my nose clean. And great job to him for racing me clean. And yeah.
I would have to give you props for you racing him clean, because damn, like it like couple laps to go, I saw a lap car coming in there, and I was like, the 2's got something, dude. He's coming. He's coming to the front. He's been super respectful with the 21 car. I don't know if they're teammates, but it's not my.
Right. Yeah, no. I don't think I've ever raced with him before. I don't think I raced with Jeff before. I've raced with Jeremy wasn't in here, but I've raced with Jeremy and Dylan and Scott, a couple of these guys in here. But I don't think I've ever raced with. Yeah, I don't think I ever raced with those two in like a regular type of day or an open, like a hosted or official series. But no, they run great, and that's just how I am. I mean, I race how I want to be raced, but when it comes down to, if I was in second, I was, it was, say Matt wasn't up front, it was just me and him there, I would have tried something a little different to, squeeze my way up to first without interfering with anything, screwing anything up. But I treat this, my bad.
No, you're good.
No, I treat this game as it's like, reality race, how you want to be race clean. That's the best way you're going to go about this game, make it as realistic as possible. So,
that's where, if I can step out of my boundary a little bit, I think that's where Jeremy, aka Owner, and all the guys in True Racers, it's real. Like, it's real because the reason it's real, take a step back. If you went back out there and got dumped, you're mad. You're fucking absolutely. So mad you can't even see straight. And that's the way that Jeremy came to me, and we grew up together, man. Like, Jeremy and I grew up together. I know a lot of these guys through this and that, like through iRacing with Kevin and Dylan, and like we race each other.
We take it serious. We take it serious. And we want each other to do well. But as the owner, Dalton, I want to formally invite you to join the league that starts this coming Wednesday, November 3rd. Check it out. It's pinned to the top of our page. I formally invite you to come join us, man. It's $25 for the whole 15-week season. The schedule and everything's pinned in that top post. But great run tonight. Great run.
Cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll definitely be joining. I appreciate, the invite. That's awesome that you invited me in here personally. That's cool, man.
So,
well, appreciate the hard work and the clean racing, man.
Absolutely, man. That's what it's about. That's what all it's about.
And
if we get 30, 40 guys just like that to think the same way, we'll be set.
Exactly.
Yeah, you wish. But Dalton, what makes you be you? There's got to be something out there. There's got to be something out there. So you ain't that fast because you decided to just get on one night. Who makes you?
there's, I mean, I've never raced personally in real life. I've raced dirt bikes and four wheelers. That's it. I've never raced a dirt car. But I grew up in obviously my father. He's raced 30 plus years. In big block, small block divisions, wins many track championships. And growing up and learning, and even though this is the closest you're gonna get, the track stays the same. Tire wear, this and that, and like from somebody like that person that's know what the fuck he's doing for over 30 years, you learn a lot of shit. Um, but no, man, like I get these setups from Swan Speed Shop. They help me out tremendously. You got to find your line there. When you're getting close towards the end, the slick's gonna start rubbing off. It's gonna get a little more dry when people aren't running through it. So that's when you're gonna want to start running through it.
Well,
Just keep it-
as you say that, what'd you think about the Makoni sponsored setup tonight?
Yeah, that was a good setup, man. That was, it was a little loose coming out of exit, but then you had to regain it a little bit. I noticed that when I was in the practice, getting the hang of the setup. It's a really fast. It is a fast setup. I like it. It fits my driving style a lot. It definitely came in for me personally towards the last
It's
10, 15 laps.
super
of the feature.
neutral. I love
Well, that's
it.
awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I want to thank Jeff McConey for sponsoring us that setup for this race. Can't thank him enough. We couldn't do it without a great setup like that. You guys are all great drivers, but the setup helps a ton to make
Oh,
the
yeah, they
racing
do.
is what it is.
That's exactly true.
So there's setups. There's friends. Man,
Friends,
there's a
setups.
woman. There's a woman there that is
Yeah,
dealing with
that's
your
it.
shit. Like
Yep.
you're on this bitch every night. We all deal with it. So
Yeah.
you gotta.
Hey,
shout
my
her
old
out.
lady's in the garage down there waiting for us to finish it up, John. So
But you gotta
No,
shout
man.
out that other person, the people that deal with your shit.
Deal with my shit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Girls.
my fiance Kaylee. I like to thank
There you go.
my mom and dad. I don't mean to make this a sober moment, but my dad passed away 2 weeks ago on the 14th.
man,
I
I'm
tried to
sorry to hear that, dude.
It's
Prayers.
all right, man. I appreciate it. I get all these thoughts and prayers, but that's just the one man that made me who I am. I mean, it's tough love he taught me, and I'm glad I am the way I am. I mean, I'm hard headed, but like it comes the time where I need to be, and then I'm a very nice guy. I'll give anybody tips they need. But if there's one thing I could really thank is my father, and then I want to thank my team, Full Throttle Motorsports, Scott, Jeff, Caleb, Tyler Moffitt, Braxton Parrish. Like to thank Swan Speed Shops, Whatever Recycling, Sarah Suspension, Rovan, Intrigear, Shocks, and then just the guy that does my wraps, Tanner Branch, does an amazing job. And just thank all my friends and everybody that comes out and watch. And thanks you guys for putting a show on, and everybody racing clean. It's awesome. Appreciate it.
That's what I was looking for, buddy. That's what I was looking for. Total emotion and awesome run. And then I want you to shut down. We're shutting her down for tonight.
Well, hey,
We're gonna get on
real
the next
quick.
one.
Real quick, Dalton, my heart goes out to you, man.
Thanks, buddy.
If you need anything, this whole race community is here for you 100%. You'll learn that when you join the league.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I've only been on this game for like a month and a half.
Great job, dude. Great job.
So
Great,
I'm,
great
making
drive.
friends as I go. So I've made a lot of friends so far, and everybody helps me out. It's awesome. I keep now just getting another group of friends. It's awesome, man.
So
Great run
remember,
tonight.
this is Monkey Designs. We're gonna
Oh,
sign off.
Speaking of Monkey Designs, Dalton, please share the stream tonight and support John. Trying to get some views for him tonight. Let's make this race go viral.
Oh, yeah,
because that was the best race. That we should be seeing this race all over Facebook as the best race that went down for a money
Yeah, man,
race
what was it,
history.
two cautions, 3 cautions.
And the first race
one
was the same
wasn't-
way. I don't know if you've seen the first race, but it was just as good as that. So
Oh yeah, there was 2. I think 2 cautions. The other one wasn't there.
yeah. So let's hope for the same thing tomorrow night. 10 more laps tomorrow night, so be ready for that. Good luck,
What time is
brother.
it tomorrow? Okay.
9 p.m. it goes up. 20 minutes of practice, so qualifying will start at 9:20.
Alrighty, cool. Thanks.
Good
guys.
luck. Good luck. Prayers to you, brother.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for hosting. You guys have a good night.
So if you want to shut it down, Dalton,
You want me to shut it down?
yeah, I want you to shut it down. Here's out to Dalton.
From
Duarte.
all of us here at True Racers.
Damn right. We're gonna call it a night. And what do you think, Dalton? It's time to go.
Oh yeah, it's time to go. You, everybody here, share this YouTube channel, Facebook, anything you can. Get their names out there. Great group of guys. Awesome to run with. Awesome promoters, announcers, all this and that. Make sure you get their names out there. You all have a good night.
God bless, brother. We done.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night, everybody.